In this video, we will be talking about parental consent for your application. So again, I'm going to start by going to your application form to show you where to request it. So over here, almost at the very bottom, there's something called parent-guardian consent. And it looks just like the other reference requests. Unfortunately, the button is a little bit misleading because it asks for a recommendation. We cannot change what it says on the button. This is part of the software we're using. So we do apologize for the misleading button. But if you click on the request recommendation, it will take you to a form where you need to provide name, last name, and email address of one of your parents or guardians. You can add a message if you want. Again, you don't need to. And once you complete this, your parent or guardian will receive an email asking them to consent to your UWC application. It is really important that they do agree to you applying to UWC, since technically you're still minors and your parents need to be aware of the fact that you are trying to pursue this kind of education. This is a very quick and easy form for your parents to fill out as well. Once they receive that email, they will receive a link to a consent form where they need to provide some very basic information and sign a form saying that they are happy for you to proceed with your UWC application. One thing to remember is that you will not be able to submit your UWC application unless your parents consent to it before you hit submit. So unlike with other references, your activity and an academic reference, this one has to be submitted before end of October. If your parents do not consent to you applying by the end of October, you will not be able to hit submit. So it's really, really important that you talk to your parents. You make sure they are aware of your UWC application. They're also aware that they have to agree to you applying, and double check with them when they receive that email from us that they know what they're doing, they know how to go to that website, and they know how to fill out and submit the consent form. If you or your parents have any questions, please email us at selections@uwcgb.org. The one thing that is really important as well for you to remember is that if you've used your parents' email address to create your own application account, you cannot use the same email address for consent form. It has to be a different email address. The way the system will see you is that you're asking yourself for a consent form, and that's not possible. So it has to be a different email address than the one used at registration. So if you've been using your parents' email account or email address to create your UWC application, please speak to them and use a different email account for a consent form. Again, if you have any questions, or if you're struggling with the form, or if you're struggling with accessing our system, please email us at selections@uwcgb.org, and I'm sure we will be able to assist you. And please remind your parents that they really, really need to sign that consent form. It's absolutely important, it's absolutely crucial, and you won't be able to submit an application without it. So thank you for listening, and have a lovely day.